The only other thing that I thought might be interesting was like the relationship stuff. I think that could be interesting.
See, I didn't want to bring that up. I'm glad you brought it up.
No, listen, Toast. I came here to be an open guest. Ask me the spicy stuff.
All right. So from all the years I've known you, you've been very, very like low key about your personal relationship, dating, anything regarding to that, because you've seen firsthand just how messy things get.
Yeah.
Do you still feel similarly as you did, all those years ago, where you feel like anything I do relationship-wise or even like shipping or like flirting has to be kept under wraps, or are you more open to talking about stuff like that now?
I'm more curious to hear from you first, and then I'll talk. Yeah, how do you feel about it all? Because we're on complete opposite ends of the spectrum. You've had a very public relationship. You've seen the ups of it, the downs of it. Now, how do you feel about moving forward? It's hard, right? There's no...
Probably wouldn't talk. Okay, so this is the weird thing. Relationship content does very well. Like BFGF stuff, or even just like flirting or the beginning of like shipping, content-wise. Or dating shows like Tinder, swiping right, swiping left, right? These are all things you can do when you're single, and people love it because there's a lot of lonely people out there living vicariously through their favorite streamer, whatever. But it's cool when you're in it. It's exciting. It's like, wow, so much people are paying attention, right?
Ew.
But it makes... It's hard to be genuine. At some point, you don't know, like, am I doing this because...
Where the line is.
Yeah. And it's like, when we do stuff, it's like, why is one of the first questions, like, are we streaming this? And you want to go on a date, you want to grab dinner. It's like, hey, maybe we should vlog it. It's like, it's not a normal relationship. And I don't know if there's a lot of... Can you think of a lot of, like, public streamers where both participants are like big streamers and it's successful?
Probably just Lud and Cutie. And even them, like, I think everything that they do is great, but I'm sure they still have their struggles. And I don't mean personally, but I'm sure they still feel some of the downsides of having a public personal relationship. Yeah,
because there's been quite a few breakups over the last few months, and every time there's thousands of people commenting on your relationships, like, oh wow, why didn't it work out? What do you think that is? Let's go back and look at all these clips from the past and commentate on it.
Oh, that's so cringe.
I probably keep my stuff private,
low-key,
very just like not talk about it. If I was like seeing someone, I feel like if I wasn't seeing someone, then I'd probably just go to the other... I'm
single. Any girls want to link up?
I went through that phase for a while, and then I just completely stopped because I realized 60% of my tweets was talking about like girls, and that does give off an air of like, oh man, do you talk about anything else, bro? So after I had the realization, I decided to just never tweet about girls or like relationships or anything like that. It gets good engagement. It's funny, but
you don't want your brand to be built off that, or like your reputation,
yeah,
what people know you for. That's true.
And also it started affecting the girls that I did know. It's like no one wants to date a guy who only talks
about that.
Yeah,
that's
it's like
true.
And the girls who would be interested in that probably aren't the girls you want to talk to anyway. So yeah.
Very, very, very true.
What about you? How has your perspective changed?
I think in the past, when I first got into streaming, even like baby streamer, part-time, still in college, whatever, I was like, I don't ever want to publicize my relationship with someone else within the space, because I don't ever want that to be used against me to invalidate my success.
Yeah.
And then I became very successful and people invalidated it anyway. So, just kidding. But I actually don't think that's the worst thing, because That's probably one of the things you don't hear as much. Like sometimes you'll hear like Fortnite myth, this and that, but like you just can't really say that I built all these channels and like my empire or whatever through someone else.
Yeah.
Not even that is necessarily like a bad thing. If you get exposure through someone else, that's totally fine. But I just know that personally, coming up or starting, that was already like a main point of mine, where I was like, I want to make it on my own.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt then. But now I'm kind of at a point where it's like, could not, it doesn't impact me that much. Like someone else being involved in my life isn't going to like make or break me essentially. So to be honest, I have no idea. What do you think? You know, if I start seeing someone, I should be like, guys, this is Alexander. That's my go-to name. I don't know why.
Alexander.
This is Alexander. I feel like when I get married, then I'll be like, this my hubs, because it's forever.
So it's going to go from zero public exposure to, by the
I'm
way,
married
husband.
and pregnant. I feel like that might actually be me, but I'm just not 100% sure.